Hi guys, how you all doing? You are back with Sam and Tom, and today we're bringing you the second episode of Franchise Fridays and the second part of our Mass Effect coverage. So what we're covering today, Tom?
Right, today guys, we are covering Mass Effect 3 and we are comparing all the games in the franchise and deciding on which one we think is the best.
Yeah, well, we say which one we think. It's probably going to be which one you think is the best and which one I think is the best. So, I mean, I've not finished 3 yet, so do you want to tell them a little bit about the story? Obviously no spoilers, especially not for me because I don't know how it ends yet. But apparently it's quite disappointing.
Yes, I was very disappointed with the ending. But Mass Effect 3 starts with the Reaper invasion, the Reapers being the main puppet masters in Mass Effect 1.
Yeah, and they really just come and mess up Earth, don't they?
Yeah, it's so good. It's like War of the Worlds, but so good.
Definitely the most epic intro to a game.
Yeah, and it is Shepard's...
Shepard in retirement?
Is she? I know you yeah.
I am a male. But basically, he's been out of action for a while, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I think at the end of 2 he warned the council that this was going to happen and they didn't believe him. So the start of the game is very much a I hate to say I told you so moment, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think, I mean, like you said, the story is very epic and stuff like that, and you're sort of trying to stop the Reapers from just destroying the galaxy and becoming sort of all evil rulers. But there's more than that to Mass Effect 3 as well, isn't there? Because it was the first one to have like a multiplayer element to it as well.
The multiplayer was really fun, but like the multiplayer felt to me like they added it just to keep up with every other game that had multiplayer. Which is disappointing.
I hate it when a game's brought out just for multiplayer and nothing else. But the thing I like about this multiplayer is once you've sort of like advanced one of your characters, you can then import them into the story mode, can't you, as well, which is pretty cool.
That was a really good feature, how it sort of linked in with the campaign. I quite like how they did that.
Yeah, and it's not like player versus player either, is it? It's co-op versus hordes of aliens or Cerberus operatives, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing about Mass Effect 3 is, for me, it sort of seems to combine aspects of 1 and aspects of 2 into sort of like the same game.
Yeah, it felt very well-rounded, as in, like, it had a load of side quests, but the mission was very clear, like in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, and the Citadel was sort of closer to the Mass 1 Citadel as well in size and sort of scale and how epic and sort of how pretty it was and stuff like that. They sort of went back to Mass 1 roots, I think, a little bit with the Citadel.
Yeah, you could see all the different cultures blending together in the Citadel, which I think was really good.
Yeah. So you've got, like, the sort of more RPG-esque elements of Mass 1 with the epic action-packed missions of Mass 2, and so it all should have combined into like the perfect game. But you said the ending's really disappointing. Now they did release a free patch, but does that not make it any better?
I still haven't. I'm on my playthrough at the moment. Yeah, they uploaded it a few months ago, didn't they? I can't remember.
Yeah, and it seemed, but a lot of people think it was too little, too late, really.
Yeah. I played through the original ending, and I looked at my girlfriend because she had followed me. Like, she'd been watching it the whole time, and it was just like, I turned to her and I was like, what just happened? It's
That's kind of like the end of Metal Gear Solid 2, which you've not played, but at the end of Metal Gear Solid 2 you just sort of go, what?
Yeah.
That's pretty much the reaction.
It was trying too hard, I think, to be all philosophical.
There's been talk of a new Mass Effect as well, hasn't there, with like a new character, like not that Shepard anymore.
I've just been reading about that, actually.
Apparently some of your actions from Mass Effect 1 to 3 will still sort of have an impact on that Shepard somehow, so I'm interested to see that. Yeah. But we've done a brief outline of the story, the really fun multiplayer, so I think it's time to sort of bring a final verdict on this franchise, why we love it, and pick a favourite. So what is Mass Effect to you, Tom? What makes it so special?
Mass Effect is amazing sci-fi to me. Like,
yeah, we're sci-fi nerds. So.
My God, like, how good does that game look as well? Like,
yeah, and the Normandy is like, I think you once said Normandy is the only spaceship you've known to have toilets.
Yeah, sci-fi shows don't have toilets if they're on a spaceship. I think Firefly has one, like a shot of, I think it's Mal using a toilet at one point.
Yeah,
but, like, it's like I walked into the toilet. Oh yeah, toilets.
See what I love about Mass Effect is the scale of it, and I love the idea that everything you do has a consequence. That's why I love Fallout as well, because everything's important and every decision matters. And like you said, it's just epic sci-fi, beautiful graphics, and just a great game. So which is your favourite then, Tom?
My favourite is Mass Effect 2, mainly for...
Yeah. At the moment, mine is 3, but I've not finished it yet. But I just love how sort of engrossed I am in that game and how intense it is. Just the little scenes like when you're walking through the forest and there's that kid running away and he turns to dust in your hands. I know that's what makes Mass 3 so special for me, but I've not finished it yet. So out of the 2 that I've finished, I think I'd have to say 2 as well, probably.
Yeah, no, Mass Effect 2. I like it because it's darker.
Yeah.
It's like,
and it's the first time you see your actions from the first game having an effect on the second game. It's the first time you see how big an impact the previous game can have. So yeah, I think I'll say 2 as well. So we've actually agreed on that, Tom.
It feels like a spin-off though, which is weird because I'm sure like they could have made it. They could have like easily skipped out Mass Effect 2, but it is
worth playing, definitely.
It is the best game I think from the franchise.
So yeah, that's our verdict. Like we say, one of our favourite franchises of all time. And yeah, we actually came to a decision together. I'm surprised about that, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
So until next time, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Franchise Fridays. And what we're going to cover next, Tom?
I forgot. What?
Should we go for Gears of War?
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. So next upon the schedule is the Gears of War franchise. So we'll catch you later with that episode. And in the meantime, you guys take care of yourselves and we will see you soon. Say bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Lovely.